For the best in eyewear, call Dr. Leak's Optometry.
So in October of 2015, about a year and a half ago, we experienced a flood event at Scottys Castle in Grapevine Canyon in Death Valley National Park. And parts of that flood event were a 1,000-year flood event. So there was so much water coming through Grapevine Canyon that it did a whole lot of damage to Scottys Castle and 4 of the roads in Death Valley. So we're working on putting it, during that flood it destroyed the water system, the sewer system, the electric system, the telecom system, and 2 different 10-mile stretches of road. So millions and millions of dollars worth of damage. However, luckily, Scottys Castle itself was spared from the damage, but many of the outbuildings, the visitor center, the offices, and where a lot of the collection was stored was heavily impacted by flood debris and mud. So we are a year and a half into a 3-year effort to get Scottys Castle restored, repaired, so that we can open it back up to visitors so that people can come and once again visit Scottys Castle.
How much is the project to restore this?
So the overall cost estimate at the moment is $49 million. About a third of that is the road work that needs to be done, which is pretty significant because the flood, both through the Jubilee Pass area down by Shoshone, California, as well as Grapevine Canyon and the Bonnie Claire Road, was completely, the whole stretches of road are just completely gone. The funding for recovery is going to, about a third of it comes from federal highways, about a third of it comes from the gate receipts. When people visit Death Valley National Park, we've gotten a special exception to retain 100% of the money that people pay as their entrance fee for the next 3 years will stay at Death Valley and go exclusively to Scottys Castle repair and restoration. So that's pretty cool. And the other third comes from other sources, fund sources within the National Park Service. We're seeking public comment on, we're doing 2 simultaneous environmental assessments, which includes the utilities, but also the buildings, the visitor center, the collection, all of the different pieces that we're working on. And we really want to hear from the public because the whole thing was hammered. When you put things back, you don't put back an 80-year-old crumbling water system, right? You're going to put back a water system that works. And so if people have thoughts about traffic or the visitor center or what they'd like to see at Scottys Castle, now's really the time to make those comments. So now through May 18th, it's open for comments. Of course, we always want to hear from people, but this is a specific time for that.
So how can they make comments?
If they go to the Death Valley website, www.nps.gov/DEVA, you'll see a link on there for how to comment on the Scottys Castle EA or environmental assessment.